Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs facing yet another sex assault and harassment lawsuit.
In a bombshell lawsuit, Sean Diddy Combs faces shocking accusations involving his son, Justin Combs. The suit alleges a disturbing pattern of abuse, exploitation, and even sex trafficking at the hands of this music mogul's father. So what does it all mean for Diddy and his son? Stay with us till the end of this video as we take a look at the awful truth Diddy's son reveals about him. What Diddy's son had to say about him.
It was filed by music producer Rodney Jones Jr. He accuses Combs of making unwanted sexual contact while they worked on an album. Jones also accuses Combs of forcing him to participate in sex acts with sex workers in front of him.
Music producer Lil Rod Jones dropped an astonishing lawsuit against media mogul Diddy. Jones alleges sexual harassment and threats over a year and claims to possess video evidence of Diddy and associates engaged in illicit acts and alleged sexual assault. But here's the kicker. Diddy's son, Justin Combs, was also implicated as being part of those who assaulted the music producer. In his $30 million federal lawsuit, Jones broadens the scope of defendants, adding numerous heavyweights from the music industry as co-defendants. This roster includes Universal Music Group CEO Lucian Grange, former Motown head Ethiopia Habtemariam, Chalice Recording Studios, both record labels, and key figures from Diddy's inner circle. Chief of Staff Christina Coram, also known as KK, Love Records, and Combs Enterprises. Jones asserts that this collective of individuals conspired to violate RICO laws.
Jones also alleges Combs forced him to engage in unwelcome acts with sex workers and that Combs and his staff engaged in, quote, serious illegal activity. He is seeking $30 million.
The lawsuit alleges a disturbing incident on September 12, 2022, at Chalice Recording Studios in Los Angeles. Jones claims he was present during a shooting and accuses Combs of pressuring him to lie to police. The suit details how Diddy allegedly issued strict instructions for Jones to claim Diddy had no involvement and that a 30-year-old friend of Justin Combs, identified only as G, was shot by a drive-by assailant outside the studio. Jones claims to possess blood-stained clothing worn while assisting the victim after the shooting. Additionally, the lawsuit includes screenshots from the aftermath, allegedly depicting the restroom where G was shot by either Diddy or Justin Combs. These alarming details paint a disturbing picture of the events and raise questions about Diddy and Justin Combs' potential involvement. The lawsuit further implicates Justin Combs, alleging he arranged for sex workers for Diddy's entourage and participated in sexually explicit group activities called freak-offs. Do these accusations collectively paint Diddy as an irresponsible father who has allegedly influenced his son Justin Combs to engage in illegal and morally questionable conduct? Well, there may be something there, so let's take a closer look at how Diddy has behaved toward his son, Justin Combs. Justin Combs, a talented athlete, opted to attend UCLA. This decision surprised some who expected him to follow a more traditional Ivy League path, like Harvard. While his reasons remain private, some saw the choice as reflecting Diddy's preferences for a West Coast environment. Tensions rose at UCLA, reaching a peak when Diddy became involved in a physical altercation with Justin's strength and conditioning coach, Sal Alosi. Reports indicate the incident stemmed from Alosi's criticism of Justin's conditioning during a practice session. The incident cast Diddy in a light some perceived as overly protective, bordering on aggressive.
That's Sean Diddy Combs being escorted from a police car in handcuffs. The 45-year-old music mogul was charged with assault with a deadly weapon after allegedly swinging a kettlebell like this at UCLA's assistant football coach's head.
According to reports, the situation at UCLA escalated when Diddy confronted Justin's coach, Sal Alosi, in a heated exchange. Some accounts allege Diddy became aggressive and even picked up a kettlebell. UCLA's head coach, Jim Mora, confirmed the incident as unfortunate for all parties involved. This incident goes beyond typical parental concern. It suggests a repeated pattern of Diddy's forceful intervention in his son's affairs. His tendency to insert himself into situations, disregarding potential consequences, raises questions about a possible underlying desire for control in his relationships. Another incident further fueled the drama surrounding Diddy's parenting. Justin's mother, Misa Hilton, publicly criticized Diddy on Instagram after her son's DUI arrest. Her scathing remarks pointed the finger at Diddy's lifestyle, implying it negatively influenced Justin's choices. In the scathing Instagram post, Justin's mother, Misa Hilton, abandoned any pretense of privacy. Her message rang out clearly that she was not protecting anyone anymore. Laying bare her outrage and disappointment, she indicated that she was doing it to protect her son and all the children she loves. Further amplifying her message, Hilton quotes the proverb, "A fish rots from the head down." down, implying Diddy's leadership is a significant factor in Justin's troubles. Misa Hilton's public tirade wasn't limited to Diddy. She also slammed UCLA, Justin's former football team, with her raw comments, suggesting the institution failed to provide adequate support. Her raw words reflect a deep-seated belief that the entire environment surrounding Justin, including educational institutions, contributed to his troubles. Hilton didn't shy away from criticizing Diddy's professional choices either, questioning his moral compass. Her pointed remark on how he went from one of the greatest entertainers to making money off the booze and suing the company implies a sharp decline from admirable success to questionable ethics. Now here's the question. Was Justin in a unique position amongst Diddy's sons? Diddy's son with Kim Porter, Christian Combs, often dubbed Diddy Mini-Me for his resemblance to Diddy by his mother, has emerged as a promising player in the music scene. However, his journey raises questions about Diddy's alleged control over his children's careers. The narrative surrounding Christian's rise aligns eerily with the accusations in the lawsuit. Christian's pursuit of his musical ambitions initially generated excitement. His entry into the industry felt preordained, as evidenced by his signing with both Epic and Bad Boy Records, Diddy's label. While Christian expressed gratitude for the opportunity, this head start fueled speculation about Diddy's potential influence. The accusations in the lawsuit cast a shadow over Christian's journey, raising questions about whether he truly carved his path or benefited from significant parental influence. Despite possessing talent and launching from Diddy's influential platform, Christian's career trajectory remains curiously unfulfilled. While his music shows promise, it hasn't achieved the explosive growth many anticipated. Questions linger about the cause. With seemingly abundant resources at his disposal, why hasn't Christian made a more significant industry impact? Whispers suggest a possible explanation: Diddy's desires. Perhaps his control hinders Christian's artistic development. Could a father fiercely protective of his legacy harbor an unspoken fear of being overshadowed by his son? The whispers surrounding Diddy's controlling nature and potential jealousy gain further weight when considering his history with other artists. Some suggest an unwillingness to share the spotlight, a belief that there's only one star in that show. This sentiment resonates within the context of Christian's career trajectory, which, despite initial promise, hasn't reached the heights many anticipated. However, it's important to acknowledge a significant counterpoint to these speculations. Christian Combs did achieve chart success with Can't Stop, Won't Stop, a collaboration with Kodak Black. This accomplishment, noteworthy in its own right, coincided with Diddy also topping the charts, marking a historic father-son duo. Diddy's celebration, saying he is so proud of Christian, giving credit to God and their hard work. It seems to contradict the narrative of a controlling father stifling his son's success. But what did Diddy's first son have to say about all this? What Diddy's other son, Quincy said. In an interview promoting the new Paramount Plus series Family Legacy, Quincy Brown acknowledged the unique circumstances of his upbringing with music mogul Diddy as his father. The 31-year-old budding artist credits his dad's lifelong work ethic as a major source of inspiration. Quincy Brown said he felt like he was a sponge, soaking everything up, reflecting on his relationship with Diddy, whom he met as a child through his father's connection to the late model Kim Porter. Brown continued saying that acting and music are two of his biggest passions, but witnessing how his dad handled and juggled all his ventures. That's the most valuable lesson he has learned from Diddy. Despite shuttling between his family in New York and Georgia as a child, Brown's upbringing truly took on a unique flavor when he and his siblings joined Diddy on tour. Brown reflects in the interview that he thought Diddy just felt more secure having them around. Brown concluded by saying Diddy needed his family there, and that honestly, having them there worked out for everyone. He said it made everything smoother, highlighting the positive impact of their presence. Beyond his artistic pursuits, Brown is passionate about nurturing new talent, particularly within his family. He features his 16-year-old twin sisters, Delilah Starr and Jessie James, in the video for his latest single, Face Off, a testament to his dedication. Brown laughed and said they did not need any contracts, as it was a family thing, highlighting their close bond. He thought of himself as a multifaceted mentor, uncle, dad figure, manager, and protector. His goal was to guide them through the industry's complexities and empower them to explore all their creative avenues. He said they have shared their aspirations with him, and he was giving them a glimpse into his world, paving the way for their own artistic journeys to take flight. Quincy Brown beams about his role as uncle to his 6-month-old niece, Love Sean. He said that welcoming her into the family has been incredible. For him, there is a special beauty in witnessing new life, especially at this stage in his own journey. It was a different experience than seeing a baby when he was younger. Driven by a desire to expand on his mother Kim Porter's legacy, Quincy Brown admits feeling a touch of baby fever himself. He said with a hopeful smile that there was so much he could build upon from her life, and that journey was just beginning, which was incredibly exciting for him. Brown acknowledged the profound impact of his mother, stating that her legacy was beyond words and soon would truly come alive. This sentiment aligned perfectly with his project, Family Legacy, where Brown serves as narrator. He said it felt like the right time to celebrate his dad, Diddy, and all he's achieved, including his reign as the undisputed king of MTV, Brown explained. With the most TRL appearances under his belt, the title was well-deserved. He felt that this opportunity felt like the perfect moment to represent his family as a whole. Quincy Brown admits feeling a touch of baby fever himself, laughing and saying he might be catching that himself. Witnessing Diddy's role as a father likely played a part in that newfound desire. Brown also expressed a heartfelt wish to continue his mother Kim Porter's legacy, who tragically passed away in 2018 at the age of 47. Honoring his trailblazing mother, Kim Porter, for Women's History Month, Quincy Brown reflected on her legacy during an interview. Fresh from filming Power Book 3, Brown shared some of his most cherished memories of his mom and the values she instilled in him that he vows to carry forward, especially for his younger siblings. Porter, the matriarch of the family, was mother to Brown, Christian King Combs, and twin daughters Jessie James and Delilah Starr Combs. She tragically passed away in 2018 at the age of 47. Beyond her role in their lives, Brown fondly remembers Porter's impact on the music industry, describing her as hip-hop's first lady who played a pivotal role in the early days of Uptown Records, pretty much running the company founded by the late Andre Harrell. While discussing his recent campaign with Google in celebration of Women's History Month, Brown reveals a deeper motivation. He said he has always been a tech enthusiast. Brown, the app developer and creator of the AirPod tracking gadget Quace, said he was drawn to innovation and being part of a movement that changes the narrative. Quincy Brown declared proudly that there was no question as to who the most important woman in his life was, his mom, Kim Porter. He continued saying her influence on him was immeasurable, and he could talk about her every day. Brown's love for his mother extends far beyond words. He wears a gold pendant engraved with a cherished childhood photo of Porter, a constant reminder of her presence. His new Google video tribute further emphasizes this devotion. In it, Brown sports a high-fashion purple shirt, a nod to Porter's belief that purple represented the color of life, beyond royalty. Their bond transcended the typical mother-son relationship. A turning point came in 2014 at a concert where they shared a connection over cannabis. Quincy, then 23, describes this shared experience as the moment their bond reached a new level. Brown recalls with a chuckle that it was a game changer, reflecting on the bonding experience with his mom. He said they were already incredibly close, but this unlocked a new level of friendship. To him, it wasn't about needing it to be closer, but about discovering a whole new dimension to their connection. Brown emphasizes the uniqueness of their bond. There was no limit to how close they got. The memory remains vivid for Brown. However, his role as mom's only child shifted on April 1st, 1998, with the arrival of his brother Christian. For clarity, Brown is the son of Al B. Sure, while his younger siblings share Diddy as their father, Brown admits to a touch of initial spoiled child syndrome, a feeling that quickly vanished with his brother's arrival. He explains that there was an adjustment, but it was a positive one. He said it was time to welcome someone new with no jealousy, just pure excitement. Despite their close bond, Porter's focus wasn't solely on Quincy. Surrounded by a large extended family, their attention was naturally shared, but it seemed they had a big, loving network that supported them all. As an adult, Brown reflects on his mother's juggling act with immense respect. He praised her ability to balance motherhood, a career, and a personal life, saying that she did it all with incredible grace. When asked to pinpoint a specific accomplishment of hers, Brown hesitated. He went on to say that whether it was slaying on the runway, acting brilliance, or her entrepreneurial spirit, it wasn't any one thing. He said what truly impressed him was seeing her own the space she inhabited, being authentically Kim Porter, and holding it down effortlessly. To him, it felt less like a job and more like an expression of who she truly was. Pinpointing a single admirable quality proves difficult for Brown. She embodied so many, he reflects. Her boundless energy and unwavering authenticity were constants. No matter the circumstance, she always gave 110% of herself. There's an undeniable resemblance between Quincy Brown and his biological father, singer Al B. Sure, their shared features are clear for all to see. Singer Quincy Brown sparked online discussion with an open letter addressed to his biological father, Al B. Sure. The letter sheds light on a previously complex dynamic. Brown, who once identified Diddy as his father on MTV's Sweet 16, publicly addressed his feelings towards Al B. Sure. While acknowledging a past connection, the letter showed a rift in their relationship. Al B. Sure responded, emphasizing his desire for reconciliation and highlighting the potential for two sides to a story. The pressures of fame intensify when personal matters become public. This was the case for singer Al B. Sure, who faced public comments from his son, Quincy Brown. Brown, born from Sure's relationship with model Kim Porter, also mother to Diddy's 3 children, addressed their relationship in a way that gathered significant attention. Al B. Sure said that naturally, hearing criticism from a loved one is difficult. He continued by saying he is a firm believer in resolving family matters privately. He was full of praise for his son, saying Quincy is an incredible young man, and he had no doubt they would find a path forward together. Quincy Brown penned an open letter directed at his father, Al B. Sure, on Russell Simmons's globalgrind.com. The letter detailed Quincy's perspective on their their relationship, specifically addressing his feelings about his biological father being absent. Quincy started by saying Albert Brown, also known as Al B, sure is his biological father, but Sean Combs, also known as Diddy, has been a father figure in his life for as long as he can remember. He said that Diddy is the person he looks up to and appreciates as a father. He stated that Diddy is the one who helped mold him into the person he is today. He declared that he would always try to live up to Diddy's expectations. He went on to say that Diddy has always been supportive of him and he will forever love and respect him. He expressed that he felt that the only thing he got from his biological father was the splitting resemblance that they shared. He also wondered where Al B sure was, what he was doing, and most importantly, if he even thought about him as his son. He concluded by expressing hope for the future and gratitude for his mom's love, support, guidance, and strength. But in a heartwarming turn of events, Quincy Brown bridged the gap with his biological father, singer Al B. Sure, their previously strained relationship has blossomed into artistic collaboration, as evidenced by their new music video. Quincy recently released the video for his song I Can Tell You, a soulful remix of Al B. Sure's iconic 80s hit Night and Day. This creative partnership feels like a symbolic passing of the torch, solidifying their reconnection. However, behind the glitz and glamour, legal troubles continue to mount against Diddy, with the latest lawsuit making explosive allegations. Diddy's recent issues.
We're back with new allegations of sexual harassment and assault against Sean Diddy Combs. Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a producer on Combs' latest album, filed a lawsuit Monday. He alleges that Combs sexually harassed and assaulted him while he lived at several of Combs' homes.
Music mogul. Diddy faces ongoing challenges to his reputation and career in the wake of multiple sexual abuse lawsuits. The latest suit, filed by music producer Rodney Jones, also known as Lil Rod, details new allegations of assault and misconduct against Diddy. The lawsuit names several prominent figures in the music industry as potentially involved. Jones, who collaborated closely with Diddy on his recent release, the Love album Off the Grid, filed a lawsuit against him in federal court in New York on Monday. Jones accuses Diddy of sexual and physical abuse, involvement in sex trafficking, and operating his inner circle as a RICO enterprise, resembling a criminal organization. Supporting his claims, Jones's lawsuit includes purported photos, videos, and screenshots. The music mogul has been facing a mounting wave of allegations of abuse and misconduct. These accusations stem back to November 2021, when R&B singer Cassie, his former partner, filed a lawsuit against him. Her suit, which alleged a long history of abuse, coincided with the enactment of New York's Adult Survivors Act. This law provided a window for individuals with past sexual assault claims to sue, even if the statute of limitations had expired. In the wake of Cassie's lawsuit, several others have come forward with similar claims against Diddy. Stepping into the legal spotlight, the Chicago-born music producer Rodney Jones, who filed the lawsuit against Diddy, is credited with crafting 9 tracks on Diddy's latest album, the Love album, Off the Grid. Jones claims his life has been upended since their collaboration began in August 2022. The hefty 75-page complaint details Jones's allegations through attorney Tyrone A. Blackburn. According to the lawsuit, Jones believed he had an implicit agreement to be compensated for his work. The document goes further, stating that Jones resided with Diddy for extended periods, living out of the mogul's mansions in Los Angeles, New York City, and Miami. The lawsuit even details several weeks spent on a yacht rented by Diddy in the U.S. Virgin Islands. These claims paint a picture of a close working relationship, one that Jones alleges turned sour when it came to payment. According to the complaint, Jones's experience extended far beyond crafting beats for the Love album. The document alleges that Jones witnessed, experienced, and endured many things that transcended his initial role as a producer. Furthermore, it claims a disturbing dynamic, stating that Combs required Jones to record him constantly. This raises a host of questions about the nature of their collaboration and the potential exploitation Jones alleges he faced. A bombshell accusation was lobbed in the lawsuit against Diddy. Rodney Jones, a self-described heterosexual Christian man and multi-instrumentalist, alleges a disturbing pattern of unwanted physical contact. The lawsuit claims Jones endured constant unsolicited and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus by Diddy. Jones reportedly expressed discomfort with these advances, but according to the complaint, Diddy's chief of staff brushed it off with a flippant, "Diddy will be Diddy." This dismissive response, coupled with the alleged abuse, paints a picture of a hostile work environment where boundaries were repeatedly violated. The comparison drawn by Jones's attorney, Tyrone A. Blackburn, is even more alarming. Likening Diddy to Jeffrey Epstein and Jones's experience to Ghislaine Maxwell's alleged role in Epstein's crimes, suggests a potential power imbalance and exploitation. These are serious accusations that will undoubtedly be a central focus of the legal proceedings. The lawsuit takes a shocking turn, venturing into allegations of attempted manipulation and exploitation. Jones claims Diddy not only subjected him to unwanted physical contact, but also tried to pressure him into sexual activity. The document details disturbing attempts to groom Jones into having sex with fellow producer Stephen Aaron Jordan, also known as Stevie J. This alleged manipulation is further amplified by the claim that Diddy promised to make sure that Mr. Jones wins Producer of the Year at the Grammys if he engaged in homosexuality. Essentially, Jones alleges Diddy offered career advancement in exchange for sexual favors. Furthermore, the lawsuit details Jones's discomfort with alleged footage provided by Diddy, which reportedly depicted people involved in sexual activity at Diddy's home. Jones's belief that this footage was obtained through hidden cameras throughout Diddy's properties adds another layer of fear and potential criminal activity to the accusations. These allegations paint a picture of a hostile and predatory environment, far removed from the expectations of a professional collaboration. The complaint alleges Diddy possesses compromising footage of every person that has attended his freak-off parties and his house parties. This stockpiling of potential blackmail material paints a disturbing picture of a man wielding power through intimidation. Further escalating the accusations, the document claims Jones believes Diddy harbors a dangerous sense of impunity. It seems that due to this treasure trove of evidence, Diddy believes he is above the law and is untouchable. This suggests a warped perception of power and a potential web of control Diddy allegedly exerts. These allegations, if true, would reveal a deeply concerning environment surrounding the music mogul. Jones further claimed that he experienced sexual assault by either a cousin or assistant of rapper Young Miami, known to have been in a relationship with Diddy. Additionally, he alleged sexual harassment and assault by Academy Award winner Cuba Gooding Jr. Furthermore, Jones obtained footage implicating a rapper and an R&B singer, their identities redacted from the complaint, in interactions with underage girls and sex workers. The producer asserted that he had undeniable evidence of unlawful conduct, such as Combs supplying spiked alcoholic beverages to minors and sex workers at his residences. Additionally, the rapper's involvement in the procurement, consumption, and dissemination of substances like ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms was alleged, alongside the display and distribution of unregistered firearms. Jones accuses Diddy's chief of staff, Christina Coram, of procuring sex workers for Diddy. The lawsuit also alleges Coram instructed staff to lace drinks with ecstasy and other illegal drugs. Additionally, Jones claims she required all employees to carry pouches filled with cocaine, GHB, and ecstasy. Coram has not yet responded to requests for comment. The suit also names Ethiopia Habtemariam, the ex-CEO of Motown Records, who previously collaborated with Diddy through his Love Records imprint. Jones alleges that Habtemariam frequented Diddy's residences during writing sessions and social events. He contends that she was responsible for ensuring the absence of sex workers and underage girls and preventing Combs from spiking alcohol with date rape drugs. It also implicates Sir Lucian Grange, the head honcho of Universal Music Group, or UMG, the world's biggest music empire that owns Motown Records. According to Jones, Grange was present at listening parties for Diddy's Love album held at Diddy's LA mansion, where some of the accusations of misconduct reportedly happened. Also named is Stevie J, a veteran music producer deeply entrenched in Bad Boys history. He collaborated with Diddy on his game-changing debut album back in 1997. Jones alleges Stevie J played a role in Diddy's strategy, claiming Diddy used his connection to Stevie J and Jones's admiration for him to gain Jones's trust. Fahim Muhammad, Diddy's enigmatic head of security, is another named defendant. Jones alleges Muhammad wielded immense influence, capable of making people and problems disappear. Following the Chalice nightclub shooting, Muhammad reportedly acted as a bridge between Diddy and the LAPD. Another defendant named in the suit is Robin Greenhill, Diddy's accountant, who allegedly managed payments to sex workers, according to Jones. Greenhill, affiliated with TriStar Sports and Entertainment, gained prominence for overseeing Britney Spears' conservatorship alongside the singer's father. Spears had accused Greenhill of conducting intrusive surveillance. Also named is DeForest Taylor, an A&R executive at Love Records. Taylor reportedly issued threats to Jones following Jones's request for payment for his production contributions. Jones alleges that Taylor's intimidation tactics were employed in response to his pursuit of compensation. Prior to filing suit, Jones took to social media, publicly calling out Diddy for failing to compensate him for his work on the album. Now, his lawsuit expands to accuse Love Records, Motown, and UMG of benefiting unfairly and unjustly enriched from his alleged exploitation. Jones further claims Diddy, facing the fallout from Cassie Ventura's lawsuit, allegedly plotted to use his connection to influential Bishop T.D. Jakes to soften the impact on his public image. This bombshell accusation paints a picture of Diddy scrambling to salvage his reputation. The Ventura case, it seems, marked a turning point. Since then, a wave of additional sexual assault accusations have surfaced against Diddy, culminating in his recent resignation as chairman of Revolt TV, the media company he co-founded. This accusation, following her rape and abuse claims filed last November, marked the beginning of Diddy's recent escalation of legal troubles. Since then, multiple women have come forward with similar accusations, forcing him to step down as chairman of Revolt TV, the media empire he co-founded in 2013. However, singer Cassie Ventura settled with music mogul Diddy just one day after filing a lawsuit against him.
And right now, we're following breaking news tonight and what appears to be a huge development in the lawsuit involving Sean Combs. Moments ago, word coming out that Combs and R&B singer Cassandra Ventura have settled the lawsuit. Both sides releasing statements moments ago saying they agreed to resolve the matter amicably.
While both parties released a statement claiming mutual satisfaction with the settlement, the details remain shrouded in secrecy. Nevertheless, a power imbalance marked Cassie Ventura's story from the start. The singer was just 19 when she met Combs, and Ventura was signed to his Bad Boy Records label. Their connection soon turned romantic, but the lawsuit paints a harrowing picture. Ventura alleges she was trapped in a decade-long web of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking. The complaint details horrific instances of physical violence, with Combs allegedly beating her severely and hiding her for days in hotels to conceal the evidence. Ventura emerged from years of silence, her voice resolute. She declared in a statement that she was finally ready to tell her story. She not only spoke for herself, but for countless others facing similar abuse. Ventura cited the approaching expiration of New York's Adult Survivors Act as a catalyst, emphasizing the urgency to share her trauma and empower others to heal. The statement left a haunting truth. The path to recovery from such experiences is a lifelong journey. With the clock running out on New York's Adult Survivors Act, a law granting a one-year window for survivors to file past the statute of limitations, Cassie Ventura stepped. Ventura's lawsuit painted a disturbing picture that extended beyond her personal experience. She alleged Combs forced her to participate in encounters he called freak-offs, or FOs, fueled by a cocktail of illegal drugs and alcohol: ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, and marijuana. According to the complaint, Diddy's empire is under fire. The barrage of accusations raises questions about his business practices and personal life, and most importantly, how his sons might turn out to be. Do you believe Rodney Jones when he says Justin Combs also assaulted him? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Also, for equally captivating videos, click on one of the cards appearing on your screen now.